Did you know that scientists have estimated that we make about 35,000 decisions each and every day? From what we eat, how we move, how we sleep, each of those decisions may seem tiny, but all of them lay the groundwork for our brain's health. Now the bad news. According to experts, as many as 40% of dementia cases might be preventable if we simply change our habits. That's right, almost half. So here's the question. Because if your daily choices could safeguard your memory, concentration, and independence for years to come, wouldn't you like to know what they are? Welcome back to the Health Spot. In this video today, we're going to explore lifestyle habits that guard your brain. Science-backed habits, explained plainly, and simple enough for you to begin today. Bear with me through the end, because I'll also be sharing a strong daily routine you can utilize to maintain a sharp brain for the rest of your life. Let's take a moment to reflect on this. Your brain is only approximately 3 pounds of tissue, yet it operates everything. Your thoughts, your feelings, your memory, and your body's functions. It's the control center. The frightening reality? Diseases such as Alzheimer's and dementia are increasing. Currently, more than 6 million Americans are living with Alzheimer's, and it's estimated to double in the next 25 years. But here's the encouraging news. Your brain is not a static device that simply deteriorates with time. It's plastic. It can reorganize, evolve, and even rewire itself, a phenomenon known as neuroplasticity. And that's where lifestyle comes in. The way we eat, move, sleep, and even socialize literally rewires our brains, either strengthening it or making it more vulnerable. So, let's walk through the habits that protect your brain, one by one. You've probably heard the phrase, "You are what you eat." Well, your brain is especially picky about its fuel. Science demonstrates that diets composed of excessive processed food, sugar, and unhealthy fats drive brain inflammation, which can accelerate cognitive decline. Conversely, diets such as the Mediterranean diet, vegetables, fruits, whole grains, nuts, olive oil, and fish are associated with reduced risk of Alzheimer's disease. Imagine your brain as a Ferrari. Would you fill it with cheap, dirty gasoline? Of course not. So why do that to your brain? Here's a handy tip. Try to eat at least 5 servings of brightly colored vegetables and fruits every day. Replace red meat with fish 2 or 3 times a week, especially salmon, mackerel, or sardines. Cook with olive oil rather than butter or margarine. Munch on nuts and berries rather than chips. One potent example is the MIND diet, a combination of the Mediterranean and DASH diets, which reduces Alzheimer's risk by as much as 53% in individuals who adhere to it strictly. Think about reducing your risk by half, simply by altering what's on your plate. Here's something that may surprise you. Exercise is not just about muscles and cardiovascular health. It's one of the greatest weapons for keeping your brain safe. As you move your body, your heart sends more blood and oxygen to your brain. Exercise also causes a release of a protein known as BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Consider BDNF like fertilizer for brain cells. It makes them develop stronger connections, shields them from injury, and even promotes the birth of new brain cells. Now, you don't need to do marathons. Research indicates that even 30 minutes of brisk walking, 5 times a week, can greatly lower the risk of mental decline. Dance, swim, cycle, or garden. Anything that raises your heart rate will do. Let me tell you a brief story. In Japan, a study tracked a bunch of older adults who took a walk every day. Years later, those who were consistent had improved memory and reduced brain atrophy than those who remained sedentary. Moral of the story? A daily walk might just be your brain's BFF. Practical tips you can implement today. Use the stairs instead of the elevator. Park further away from the store entrance. Set a timer for standing and stretching each hour. If you're a music fan, pop on your favorite playlist and dance for 10 minutes. It's not perfection. It's about movement, consistency, and fun. Raise your hand if you've ever done an all-nighter or stayed up late watching an entire show. We've all been there. But the thing is, your brain is paying for it. During deep sleep, your brain actually has its own cleaning crew called the glymphatic system. It clears away toxins, including beta-amyloid, the sticky protein that builds up in Alzheimer's disease. If you're not sleeping well, those toxins don't get cleaned out as effectively. Research indicates that adults who consistently receive less than 6 hours of sleep each night are at increased risk of dementia. Conversely, regular 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep allows your brain to recover, recharge, and strengthen memories. Some simple sleep advice. Maintain the same bedtime and wake-up time 7 days a week. Have your bedroom at a cool, dark, quiet temperature. Avoid screens at least 1 hour before bedtime. Steer clear of heavy meals, alcohol, or caffeine close to bedtime. Here's a familiar scenario. Remember the last time you had a good 8 hours of sleep. Didn't your mind feel more clear, your mood improve, and your day get more productive? That's your brain expressing gratitude for giving it the rest it needs. Your brain is like a muscle. You use it, it grows stronger. You don't challenge it. It can decay over the years. Cognitive stimulation constructs something researchers term cognitive reserve, additional brain pathways that keep your mind sharp even if age changes occur. So, what is brain exercise? It's not just crossword puzzles. Those are helpful, of course, but mix it up. Learn a new language, learn an instrument, play strategy games, read a book, or attempt to cook a new dish. There's a well-known study known as the nun study, in which scientists tracked a cohort of nuns over decades. Some of them had the brain pathology of Alzheimer's at the time of their death, but guess what? They never experienced symptoms when they were alive. Why? Because their cognitively active lives provided them with sufficient cognitive reserve to continue functioning. Here are some real-life tips to help stimulate your brain every day. Read 15 minutes before bed instead of scrolling social media. Download a language learning app and practice a few words each day. Try puzzles, but mix them up. Sudoku one day, crosswords another. Learn a new skill, whether it's knitting, photography, or coding. Keeping your brain challenged keeps it alive, curious, and resilient. Here's a surprise. Loneliness is as bad for your brain as smoking 15 cigarettes per day. That's the strength of social connection. When you hang out with friends, family, or even community organizations, your brain is exercised. Conversations are a workout for memory, emotions, language, and problem-solving, all simultaneously. Social interactions also lower stress hormones and boost feel-good, chemicals such as oxytocin and dopamine. Consider the case of the well-known blue zones, locations across the globe where people regularly live to 100. In each and every one, close community and family relationships are key to long life and brain health. Practical recommendations on building your social brain health: arrange a weekly coffee or phone call with a friend. Get involved with a local club, class, or volunteer organization. If you can't meet in the flesh, at least use video calls instead of sending texts. Make it a rule. Never have dinner alone when you can have it with someone. Being socially engaged isn't only enjoyable, it's brain protection in disguise. We all know stress is inevitable, but chronic stress, when it becomes a daily condition, can actually shrink the brain's memory center, the hippocampus. Here's the science. Stress overloads your body with cortisol, a hormone that in low doses is beneficial but in high doses is poisonous to brain cells. Chronic stress, if not managed, can weaken focus, sleep, and memory. So, what do? Mindfulness and meditation. 10 minutes a day can reduce cortisol and increase brain connectivity. Deep breathing. Try the 47-8 method. Breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold for 7. Exhale for 8. Nature time. Research demonstrates that a walk in the park decreases stress and enhances mood. Hobbies, gardening, painting, or even listening to music will soothe the brain. Here's an example. A group of nurses working with Alzheimer's patients, people who are under extreme stress, practiced daily mindfulness. In only 8 weeks, they had measurable development in their hippocampus. That's the power of stress management. It doesn't only safeguard your brain, it can actually rebuild it. Shielding your brain isn't all about what you put in. It's also about what you don't put in. The two biggest dangers are smoking and heavy drinking. Smoking slows down blood flow to the brain and speeds up shrinkage. Heavy drinking destroys brain cells and disturbs circuits that hold memories. And now, moderate drinking, a glass of red wine now and then, isn't likely to do any harm to most people. But regular or heavy drinking is closely associated with dementia. If you're a smoker, quitting is the best thing you can do for your brain. And if alcohol is a habit, see if you can substitute that evening beverage with herbal tea, sparkling water, or a relaxing activity. Your brain deserves better fuel, better oxygen, and a cleaner environment to work well. This one's easy, but easy to forget. Avoid head injuries. Traumatic brain injury, even a mild concussion, can raise the risk of dementia down the line. So always wear a helmet when biking, skiing, or skating. Use seatbelts in cars. And at home, especially for older adults, fall-proof your space. Add grab bars, remove loose rugs, and make sure lighting is good. Think of it this way. Protecting your skull is protecting your memory, your stories, your personality. It's worth the effort. Now that we've discussed the habits separately, let's combine them into a simple daily routine you can actually do. Picture a day like this. Morning. Begin with a 10-minute outdoor walk, followed by a nutritious breakfast, perhaps oatmeal with berries and nuts. Midday. Take a quick break to exercise some deep breathing or mindfulness. Afternoon. You learn something new. Read one chapter of a book, work on some words in a foreign language, or do a puzzle. Evening. Connect. Eat supper with family, phone a friend, or engage in a group activity. Night. Wind down with soothing music, restrict screens, and shoot for 7-8 hours of quality sleep. This schedule addresses every brain-protecting habit: exercise, diet, sleep, stress reduction, social connection, and mental stimulation. And here's the secret: you don't have to be perfect. Even tiny, regular strides add up into a lifetime of protection for your brain. Let's review the lifestyle habits that keep your brain safe. Feed your brain with healthy foods. Exercise regularly. Get quality sleep. Keep your mind active. Make strong social connections. Deal with stress effectively. Avoid unhealthy habits such as smoking and excessive alcohol consumption. Shield your head from blows. Your brain is your greatest treasure. It contains your memories, your creativity, your autonomy. And though aging is inevitable, decline doesn't have to be. The decisions you make today can actually mold the brain you'll have tomorrow. So let's get to it. Now that I've shared some habits that can slow the aging process of your brain, which of these habits are you already doing? And which one will you commit to today? Let me know in the comments below. And if you benefited from this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with a loved one. Because brain health isn't a solo endeavor. It's something that we can create together as a community. Thanks so much for watching The Health Spot. Until next time, keep making decisions that fuel your body, inspire your mind, and support your brain.